Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP.
An iconic view of the medieval architecture and waterways of Strasbourg, France. We've got FBSL action coming your way. I'm Blake Siniga with Tim Sports and Ryan Benefiteni. We welcome you to our coverage of Paris FC versus Strasbourg here on 2K Sports.
And the name that everyone is here to watch is Vincent Leduc. This guy is one of the top prospects in all of France. We are so excited to see what he can do out on this floor.
Yeah, and Leduc might be one of the... Tip-off goes to Strasbourg.
Well, you know, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Leduc might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
Now here's Leduc.
All sorts of time, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
It's no wonder why Leduc is so highly rated among the draft prospects. He has tremendous offensive instinct.
Paris FC basket to start out.
Well, you know, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Leduc might be the best of them when he's finished.
Paris to get the first possession.
Well, you know, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Leduc might be the best of them when he's finished with his career. Nice little way to get on the board.
And just like that, the first lead is theirs.
Outside Lemieux. Pass to Vasseur. Leduc. And the three off target. As you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
Here's Paris. Here's MP for three. Out to Ahern. Pass to MP. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern.
Zero hesitation from MP. I love seeing the confidence.
And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes for the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA.
And there's MP's competitive nature coming out. He just had to answer that last three.
Pass to Lemieux. Back to Leduc.
And the layup. Good off the glass.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Here's the three. And again, MP for three.
I love this about MP. He can stretch you out and really extend that defense.
Leduc can't hit. And here's MP.
He's got 11.
A rebound by Vasseur. And look at this Strasbourg team. They aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EBA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Total control on the long-range shot. Lemieux had it dialed in just how he likes it.
Here's MP.
And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Miller outside. Outside Leduc. And Strasburg hits a... Paris FC basket to start out.
Well, you know, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Ledoux might be the best of them when he's finished with his career. There's a little confusion right there with the defense as to who is supposed to be guarding him.
From deep.
Roquefort.
Great positioning on the putback.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Roquefort is someone you have to box out. He really earned that offensive rebound.
Here's MP. A rebound by the Steelers. So Paris will get the first possession.
Well, you know, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Ledoux might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
For three, Lemieux. Harris grabs the miss. Here's MP for three. And Paris, another triple. And as you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
Now here's Miller. Pass to Leduc.
Fires for three. The rebound by Zadirko.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems.
That's two for MP, utilizing that in-between area. So smart out there.
And you look at the Strasburg team, they aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an NBA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Strasburg leans on Leduc for his passing, but don't overlook his ability to score from just about anywhere.
Here's MP. And that one off the back rim and in. Here's Miller. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
Pass to Lemieux.
Lets it go from deep.
It's hauled in by Paris.
An 8-point differential. Down low.
Here's MP. MP can't get that one to fall. Leduc with it. He's picked up by DeMol. Leduc gets the bucket.
We know the backstory with MP. I think he's used his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Good.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given moment.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Drills it from outside.
Well, the three-pointer has to be his best friend today, no question.
It has been today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Three-pointer's a nice friend to have.
From the top of the key, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're still in the first quarter.
And it hasn't been just about their scoring, Tim. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Well, Brian, you got to give it up for the coach as well. This game plan has been perfect.
And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes for the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA. Putting that size to work in the painted area, Roquefort just going for it.
Here's MP. They get it back.
Zadirko, and good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
Well, they couldn't have dreamed of a much better start they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
Here's MP for three. Basket number 8 for him on 13 attempts, and that's a 62% clip so far.
And that's what built them the early lead. Killer shooting from beyond the arc.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get out there on those shooters. Pronto.
He lifts the block.
That's rim protection.
Strasburg calls timeout. And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Now here's Portier. And here's Ahern behind the arc. Vasseur inside. Started by Lambert. And the basket by Vasseur.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
That shot by Leon, no good. MP with it.
He's got 24. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way and let him take over.
Lambert's shot is good.
That's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to do it.
So with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
And finally, they hit one.
Perseverance, it always pays off on the offensive glass, guys.
Launches a 3.
And it's MP missing. Outside Leduc. That's good. And Lemieux with the assist.
You gotta appreciate the decisiveness Leduc showed there. He knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
Three, Lemieux. And Strasburg hits again from deep.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
The way this roster is constructed for Strasburg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasburg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game ready just yet.
I love this about MP. He can stretch you out and really extend that defense.
And the basket by Leduc.
I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Here's Leon.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game.
Pass to MP.
From the arc, drops in the tray.
Yeah, not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Strasburg on offense.
It's a 16-point game.
Outside Lemieux. Leduc for 3. A rebound by Vasseur. And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right, and has the look of a pro player now.
Outside LeDuc. Over MP. It's hauled in by Paris.
22 was their biggest lead. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
LeDuc for three.
That shot is in just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
A huge scoring night for LeDuc. We're seeing why most are saying he'll be a first-round pick. Another gem from France.
That'll do it for the first half.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 13. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasbourg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Europe, there's a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players. Pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Now here's Lemieux. LeDuc.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Lets it fly.
A rebound by the Seal.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, his coach has a look on his face like, are you kidding me? It's not a good feeling.
The fader.
Roquefort shot is off. And here's MP from the arc. And Paris, another triple.
Love how confident MP is rising up from there, knowing the damage he can do with the J.
Pass to LeDuc. The Stewart. And the dunk by the Stewart.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him to the rim that well with a pass. And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
LeDuc misses. Here's Paris.
They have a 19-point lead. Took him no time at all on that one.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
LeDuc for three. It's hauled in by Paris.
They had some box coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss that sort of look very often.
And it's MP missing. Strasbourg on offense. Miller for three.
The rebound by Zadirko. The shot.
MP no good. So Strasbourg now. For three, Lemieux. Yes. And it's Roquefort with the assist that time.
Total control on the long range shot. Lemieux had it dialed in just how he likes it.
MP no good. Strasbourg on offense.
They trail by 18.
Miller with the ball. He's picked up by DeMol. LeDuc for three.
But they get it back. Tries again. Bucket is good.
Just rising and firing in the mid-range. LeDuc making it look easy.
Pass to Zadirko.
MP.
Jacks up a three. Bangs home the trifecta. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
What a showing we've seen from MP. He's clearly had more of an impact on the game than LeDuc.
It seems like MP has stepped it up a notch, maybe trying to show that he's the guy to watch instead of LeDuc. But whatever the reason, there is no question he's been a force on offense with the ball in his hands.
Miller outside. Pass to Leduc. Back to Miller. And here's Lemuel. He's covered by Ahern.
Just 4 to shoot.
And here's Miller. Shoots over Dumal. And there's the foul. It's on Roquefort.
That is his first foul of the game.
Now here's MP.
What an incredible scoring display he's put on tonight. 2 points. That one goes in. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend. No. Ahern sending it back.
Pass to MP.
The 3 is up.
Strasburg with the rebound. Miller outside. Lemuel. Again, the miss by Strasburg. Basket throw.
From deep 3-point range at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided.
Paris FC basket ahead. Now tipping off this fourth quarter action between Paris FC.
For those joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Outside Leduc. That's good. And Lemieux with the assist.
Clean 3-point shot from Leduc. Focused and under control.
Here's MP for 3. Drains the 3-pointer.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Outside Leduc.
Off target from outside.
The defense, they have to be thrilled to see him keep shooting those threes. He has been awful this half.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Up top, Vasseur. And it's Portier with the rebound. MP outside.
Another shot.
The rebound by Vasseur.
Real high quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
And that has him shaking his head. Just a tough miss.
He's going to want that one back.
And the basket by Leduc.
The quick action from Quentin Miller. He saw a window and sent the pass.
Here's MP for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
For 3, Lemuel.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
This had come earlier. They might have been able to get back into it.
100%. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Yeah, where was this earlier?
And here's MP from the arc. And Paris, another triple.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
Yeah, got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
Yeah, well, he's an undersized center, but he more than compensates for it with some serious leaping ability.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, he scored over half their points so far. An unbelievable contribution.
Outside Vasseur. Pass to Lemuel. Now Miller.
Fires from deep. That shot, no good.
And here's MP from the arc.
It's good.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him.
That's going to put a...
Vincent Leduc is considered one of France's best playmakers.
That if you don't know about me...
On top of outplaying Leduc, you helped lead Paris to victory.
Yeah, at some point I just felt that if...
And lastly, you put together quite the highlight.
Ms. Mueller, at the end of the day...
How was the escargot?
Austin, bro. Them things was bussin'.
In tonight's matchup against Marseille, you get a first-hand look at Louis L'Aigle Dupont, who's currently...
L'Aigle means...
This is a do-or-die game for Paris FC Basket. Win and you'll earn a berth at the European Basketball Alliance Championship Tournament, and lose and you're out. Obviously...
Yeah, well, the EBAs don't start.
What a view of Paris. We are live here in one of the world's most iconic cities for tonight's game. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us for tonight's FBSL action between Paris FC and Marseille. Paris FC Basket to start out.
Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
Parker's shot is good.
Well, this is where Parker excels. When he's inside near the basket, he can be a force.
Pass to Bourgeois. Brisebois outside. Now Barrow. Covered by MP.
Attached short, but it's good off the front iron.
You get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
And the second free throw, good.
And without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Dupont. Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
He's the heartbeat of this team, and he is their leader. Marseille can go as far as Dupont takes them. And the way he's played all season, the sky is the limit for L'Aigle.
Gets a three-pointer to fall.
As MP continues to develop, he just becomes more consistent and deep.
Down low. Here's Dupont. Oh, slammed in by Dupont.
He powered that one down.
Known as one of the game's top dunkers.
A rim shaker.
Yeah, he loves to attack that one.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Oh, no good. Pass to MP.
Fires for three. Hits it from three-point range.
As long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll keep firing them.
As he should. When you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, why not?
The teammates just keep feeding the hot hand.
And what a surprise season for Paris FC. Most had them in the middle of the pack, but as we've mentioned, they have a chance to clinch a spot in the EBA tourney tonight.
And it shows you how a few key players can make a monster difference. The chemistry on this team has come together, and they have played far greater than the sum of their parts.
And Paris, another triple.
That's showing good court awareness. MP just takes what the defense gives him.
Marseille trailing. Barrow outside. Dupont. He lets the block. MP guarded by Dupont. And it's MP missing. And here's Marseille. Bourgeois with it. Picked up by Ahern. Back to Brisebois. Bourgeois. That one falls coming off Brisebois' feed. And we knew coming into this season that Marseille would be strong, but they've really turned it on down the stretch.
No doubt. I mean, Dupont has led the way, taking his game to another level the last few weeks. Overall, the entire team, they've surpassed their fans' expectations already.
Now here's Brisebois.
No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Pass to Dupont.
Just 5 on the clock.
And here's Brisebois.
Beyond the arc.
Solid defense from Ahern.
Even with the decent coverage that time, he has confidence to throw the three.
Absolutely. I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time. All right, a little old school stuff from MP going with the nitty.
Now here's Brisebois.
The shot.
Out of bounds, Marseille ball as they keep possession.
So both teams making some changes here.
Here's MP.
14 points, their largest lead in the game. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And here we are in Paris, such an incredible city. Obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten their start here, and what a dream it must be for these players to come and play in Paris. It can feel a bit surreal, I can imagine, but everybody on the floor has earned their spots tonight.
Now here's Brisebois.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Around the basket is where DuPont really excels.
Here's MP.
17-point game. Brings it from beyond the arc.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Brisebois outside.
And the layup falls.
Strong work inside by Brisebois. Even though he's just about 6 feet tall, he's confident attacking from inside.
And here's MP from the arc. Another three for Paris.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponents and sometimes really by his own team. But he passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some.
Here's Riard. Brisebois, no good.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Here's MP.
And he gets a friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
To the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Shoots. The long distance three is buried.
When you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in his game.
You know, you think back, Blake, when you talk about the start of this season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you could see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
Brisebois looking to match his opponent's work on the arc. Firing back with a three of his own.
And here's MP from the arc. Another three for Paris.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
DuPont, that's good.
If you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's MP for three.
He doesn't go for him.
He had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
Pass for Riard.
Three-pointer.
That one falls coming off Brisebois' feed.
There is no excuse for leading a shooter like him open beyond the arc. None.
Here's MP for three.
The shot off that time.
You can't let your ego run your offense. You could see he really wanted to answer that made three with one of his own.
With one on the clock.
And a nice shot by Valois.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up by 15. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Yeah, if you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC basket hosting Marseille basketball as we get going here in the second half for this FBSL matchup. Well, you look at the French culture, they absolutely love their sports here.
soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be. But basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow.
Not sure what he was thinking on that shot, but you can agree that is not smart basketball.
Not at all. He shouldn't have even considered taking that shot. I mean, every possession matters.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for Marseille, Joshua Chiesa.
So he gets them both.
MP outside.
Lets it go from deep.
Another three for Paris.
Love how confident and he is rising up from there, knowing, damn it, he can do it today.
Breezeball, long range.
Sinks the triple.
Well, he, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace.
And here's MP from the arc.
Nailed from three-point land.
The answer three from MP. Listen, he never backs down. MP is a guy who's had to earn everything.
And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become. And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
Yeah, I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Barrow outside. Pass to DuPont.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, it doesn't take a private eye to figure out why they call DuPont Le Egg. He simply soars through the air, and along with Barcelona's Alvarez, has a claim to the best dunker in Europe.
Reminds me a bit of a player named Han Chi, who played a few years over here. You might remember him as the Flying Dragon. They both have the ability to explode off the floor when they take it to the rack.
Now here's Breezeball.
He's got 8.
Barrow shot us off. Here's MP for 3. And the rebound goes to Marseille basketball.
To the inside.
DuPont.
Add another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 for 10 from the field.
Nice accurate pass right into the middle.
Lets the three fly.
And that's good. MP for 3.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Pass to Bourgeois. Out to Breezeball. Marker a screen.
Releases.
Breezeball, no good. MP outside.
Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, you might not think of him as a true ace from three-point range, but the shot was there for him.
What a game we've seen from MP here. He's completely outclassed DuPont on the offensive end so far.
And not for lack of effort, DuPont has tried to get things going, but right now, MP is the one who is soaring over the competition. Well, at just about 250 pounds, Irko can be a wrecking ball in close.
Barrow outside. Pass to DuPont.
To stop the run.
That's it. There, Barrow with the assist.
It's been an excellent performance from the field for him.
Here's MP for 3.
Good on the triple.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
Takes the 13-footer. That one will tad offline to the right, but it drops in for him.
Relentless inside effort from MP. He was committed to getting that to go.
To the middle.
Here's Barrow.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this around. He needs to take charge. He's been a little hesitant to pull the trigger for some reason.
Offensive rebound.
Zadir good.
Well, defensively, I mean, you got to get a body on Zadirko and box him out. He's a very large dude out there.
Good possession resulting in the easy one down low.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a...
Welcome back. It's the final quarter of action here between Paris FC.
At the line for Marseille.
MP inside, guarded by Dupont.
And the shot goes down.
Good aggressive play by MP, taking it up inside and refusing to back off because of the contact.
Barrow outside. Pass to Dupont.
Launches a three. Good again. And he is on tonight, 9 for 13 shooting.
And obviously, a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep, and if you leave him wide open, it's a big mistake.
And MP gets it to go.
They've been able to depend on his offense all game, guys, and he is not wasting any chances.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the game, just keep feeding him the rock.
Now here's MP. Rebounded by... Paris FC basket to start out.
Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year. They get the first bucket.
And they'll hope that sets the tone at the offensive end going forward.
Yeah, sometimes that first bucket can really set a tone, as you said, for the rest of the game.
The defense was scrambling to get back, and when they didn't close out on him, he simply said, I'll take that, slap. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and he'll have that ball there waiting for him.
You get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
Pete Parker, pass in there, Barrow with the assist.
And without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Dupont. Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
He's the heartbeat.
Paris FC basket to start out.
Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
Now here's Dupont. Here's Brisebois. Yes, and it's Dupont with the assist that time.
Strong work inside by Brisebois. Even though he's just about 6 feet tall, he's confident attacking from inside.
You got the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
Just 2 to shoot.
Brisebois, no good.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss.
MP, no good. And we knew coming into this season that Marseille would be strong, but they've really turned it on down the stretch.
No doubt. I mean, Dupont has led the way, taking his game to another level the last few weeks. Overall, the entire team, they've surpassed their fans' expectations already.
And that was good, Dumont.
Well, they trust Dumont from mid-range, and when you see that, how could you not? As a leader on this team, he'll call his own shots.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Yeah, signature move.
And he does it as well as